Hi, I'm Sandler Francois of Premier Paralegal. I've spent over 10 years helping lawyers and the general public find answers and solutions to their document preparation needs. On today's episode of For Those Who Don't Know, we'll discuss the following question. Do I need a lawyer to get an uncontested divorce in New York State? Let's find out. Today we're going to talk about a commonly asked question. Do I need a lawyer to get divorced? Now, here's the quick answer. Some of you do, and should go hire one immediately. Premier Paralegal cannot do anything for you. But some of you don't, and should be happy to start right away. But before you do, listen to the rest of this video. Just a few short minutes. You have options. The court, each and every court in New York State has an office of the self-represented. Some people call it the pro se office, the self-represented office. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You go in, you can pick up the forms. Sometimes they even have agreements with attorneys, and the attorneys can set an appointment for you where you can sit down and go over the divorce forms and they guide you through it. But you're doing it on your own. The attorney's not representing you, but at least you have an attorney sitting next to you. So you can choose that option. Next, you can print the forms on the court's website. Every court in New York State has a website where you can go online and print their forms. You can follow the instructions and hopefully navigate through it with some success. Now be mindful, the forms can be tricky, they can be complicated, and they're always time consuming. So you kind of need to gamble as to whether you want to entertain doing that on your own. But that's definitely a choice that you can entertain. Next, you can use an expert like Premier Paralegal, where all we'll do is follow your direction after you give us your name, your address, and other commonly thought of information that's needed, just so we can prepare and follow the divorce at your specific direction. So, for those people who don't have any conflicts and just want a simple, efficient, and professionally done uncontested divorce, you have those options. Now, there are some people who should go hire an attorney or choose another alternative. Now, simply put, you and your spouse are not on the same page. If that's the case, you should already be considering hiring an attorney who will coordinate and communicate with your spouse's attorney and try to get you both on the same page, hopefully, and avoid a trial. But trials tend to be involved if you have to hire an attorney and you and your spouse cannot get on the same page. A divorce is a very emotionally draining thing, so you probably don't want to navigate every aspect by yourself, especially if there's a house involved, if there's children involved, or if there's a house and children involved. You really want to think about those things. If you and your spouse are on the same page, you can think about the things I said earlier. But otherwise, you may want to consider hiring an attorney if you and your spouse cannot agree to those important terms. Last, if you have child support or custody issues that need to be resolved, and you didn't resolve them in the family court, then you may want to again hire an attorney to get those terms ironed out. As an alternative, in between the high cost of an attorney and the very affordable cost of a professional like Premier Paralegal, there are divorce mediators who are licensed individuals who can help your spouse and you get on the same page. You're sitting with them, they don't play sides, and they make sure everything's ironed out. So either they can prepare the paperwork. Some divorce mediators are set up to thus prepare the paperwork after you two are in agreement. Or you can go ahead and go seek out the service of a professional like Premier Paralegal, where we can pretty much just dot the I's and cross the T's based on everything that you and your spouse already agreed to. You'll be saving time, you'll save money, and you'll have peace of mind knowing you're leaving the burden of the preparation with us, having followed your specific direction. That's important that we know your direction so we can prepare it. Lastly, you want to make sure that any attorney that you do hire, if you do go that way, is experienced in handling divorces. You don't want a jack of all trades attorney who does incorporation on Monday, who does bankruptcy on Tuesday, immigration on the side, who, in other words, doesn't do whatever's hot, or who doesn't do whatever comes into their office simply because they need to pay their bills or pay their rent, and thus they're guinea pigging on you and your life. I don't think that's fair, and obviously you don't think that's fair. So, to put it blank, should you hire an attorney for an uncontested divorce? Not always. Some people must hire an attorney. Others may choose to not hire an attorney because they know exactly what they want and they know that it's not going to be very complicated. And with that, we'd be happy to help you offer our expertise to navigate you through a successful uncontested divorce in New York State. Now, that's it for today. But for more information, check out our website, premierparalegal.com. Or you can check us on Facebook, or you can give us a call. Or I would actually also ask you to subscribe to be sure you don't miss on any new informative videos. But until next time, take care of your mind, body, and spirit, because the best in your life is yet to come. See you next time.